Hello and welcome to this one palette look from the Huda Gemstones palette, which is a 9 palette with shimmer with a lot of purple shades in it. This is using just 3 colors from the palette, the one in the upper right, the middle, and then the lower left. So the indigo in the upper right, the purple in the center, and then that light pink down on the bottom left. Although that's not how the palette is oriented when it's face up. In order to get the most color payoff, I started with some concealer as a base coat. So I first applied it with my fingers and then tried to rub it in, and I did it a little bit on the top as well as on the bottom. And then after I had done a good application and rubbed it in, I went and I took a brush to just buff it out so that it was a smoother surface and I didn't get any creasing with the application. You can see how gorgeous this palette is, but I found the colors a little bit difficult to work with. There's a lot of kickback when you put them on the brush, and then there's fallout, but the colors themselves are really quite lovely, and they have a really nice shimmer that's something between a shimmer and a glitter. I started out with the indigo and I put it in the corner V and I really worked it in there. I used an angle brush for this one because I couldn't find a brush that worked quite right. Fluffy brushes were definitely not giving me the right color payoff, and it might have worked better with a foam applicator, but that seemed too specific. Once I got a little bit of a base of the indigo in there, I went in and I put the light pink in the inner corner and I pulled that in and blended it in with a pencil brush into the indigo. So you can see a sort of little bit of silver color coming through there where the two of them were layered on top of each other. And then I tried to buff out with a angular fluffy brush the top line going into the brow bone. Then I went back to my angled brush and I put in the purple in the center in between these two other colors. And then I'm just working it in and bringing it up a little bit higher. And then you'll see me put in the center of that using a flat brush just a little bit of that pink to go on top of the purple, just at the very center point of the peak. And now you can see me doing the same application on the other eye where the purple goes in the center between the light pink and the indigo, and then putting it in there like a spotlight. After that, applying with a flat brush just down the center and blending it slightly, the light pink to give that an extra little bit of dimension there. I also applied the light pink up near the brow bone on both sides and then blended that in to soften out the line at the top where the indigo was, and then brought the indigo down underneath the eye on the outer half of the lower lash line. And you can see me working with this fallout here and just trying to get rid of it as I go along. And then to complete the look, I put the light pink on the lower lash line coming from the inner corner to the indigo and blending them in the center. And then I just gave it a tiny bit of tight lining and lining around the outer corner just to give it a tiny bit more pop. So it's a really subtle black that I put in there. Didn't even wing it out. And here you can see the completed look. It's really soft. It took quite a bit to get the colors in there the way I wanted, but I do like the end result. But I would not say that this palette on its own blends well. Thanks for watching and have a great day.